We're live on youtube.com, I hope. Waiting for the dashboard to update. Welcome, everyone, to the first ever Casual Compliance Retrospective. A thing we'll be doing now that we have people subscribing at the tier that unlocks this shit. My name is Chili Bin.
Oh, I'm Grams.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I got thrown way off because I'm watching you on the dashboard.
You're watching the screen. Okay, don't do that. Watch the actual call we're in, because otherwise you're dealing with like lag.
That's actual lengthy lag as well. Oh yeah. Fuck. I already fucked it up.
Yeah, because I didn't put it on like ultra low latency or anything. There's no need for that. We're just talking about magic and the videos that we make.
Spell only is ultra low latency for that interaction.
So the general idea for these retrospectives is we'll do these once a month-ish, depending on how busy we get around PAX time. More on that later. But the intent here is like, we can look back at the stuff that we've just put out recently. We can talk about, things we missed in the episode, things we realized after the fact, and we're like, oh, dang, we really should have talked about that. What else have we got on the docket? Yeah, like stuff about the show itself, stuff about our process, how we got here, and just general gives us a chance to talk about magic in a very, very unscripted way. Not that our show is scripted. But yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of stuff on the list today. Given that it's the first one of these, it'll be pretty chunky looking back at a lot of stuff since we started the channel. October might be skipped. Spidey, you're correct. We'll see. We're trying to record the backlog now so that we can make it not seem like we're busy at PAX.
I've never been busy at PAX in my life.
No, I mean, I'm going to be busy in a different way, but that's all inside baseball stuff. So seeing as Spider asked, how many days has it been since the last new battle was printed? Today, it has been 861 days since a new battle was printed.
New battle.
Because we did have a single battle reprinted in Innistrad Remastered.
Which we'll get to.
And I had to exclude that from the search in the bit of code that tells us in the Casual Compliance Discord how many days it's been since a battle was printed.
Which we'll also get to.
Yeah, that's one for future, like a future one of these maybe, or a future video of some kind. But I walked Gramps through the code the other night that does that and posts it into Discord automatically every day at 10 a.m. And I think I heard his brain melt.
I was just off the back of finishing a master's essay, and I was sitting there watching him go through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I just can't. I used to know computers.
Yeah.
No, not anymore. They're gone beyond me.
Yeah. But hey, we all learn things, I switched careers. I went from software testing to software engineer. Now I put applications on the internet and people use it.
And videos.
And videos.
On the internet.
Yeah, that was a wild swing at 34, being like, you know what, I'm going to get into video production.
Yeah, I'm going to start career in making comedy.
Yeah, pretty much. I think like when we registered the business, I'm going to put it down as entertainment or video production. I think like the YouTube channel's under entertainment, but the business is registered as video production or something.
I think we're a video production company because it was either that or fishing. And
yeah, I didn't get the .fishing URL. Sorry.
What was one of the URLs we're going to go for? We're already off book, but like
casualcompliance.horse, I think is the common refrain.
I liked .melbourne, but .melbourne was like $1,700 a month. Like fuck.
Yeah,
that.
Some of them are controlled by weird organizations that charge you a stupid amount of money.
Oh, hey, sorry. I just noticed on the app we're using to like do the call, it actually says on air. That's really cool.
Is it that? Wait, what?
Yeah, go to the call. It says on air up in the top. Boy, like
okay, that's crazy. How does it know? Maybe it's just because I have OBS open on this computer and it's just assumed the same way Discord like can hide all of your information.
Press go live.
That's bizarre. Okay, we're learning things about the tools we're using for this very live stream.
Yep, we're both tools. And
yeah. But I do at the before we like dive into stuff proper here, I do want to say a special thank you to our unbanned tier supporters for making this exact type of video possible for us. Doing a live stream. We've jumped on a call about an hour ago and scrapped a bunch of shit together in OBS, and here we are. So this one's probably going to be a bit loose as I like update the text on the screen in front of you as we move through the topics. I don't have a bunch of scenes prepared. I'm just doing this all on the fly.
We can actually, and it'll be a little bit later, because what we'll do is we'll start with a retrospective a bit on the Flash episode first and where we go, but then we can actually get to about the syntax segments and stuff like that a little bit as well, because that is a good question.
I did see the question in the chat from Spider about the return of the syntax segments. Let's start with Flash though.
Let's start with Flash.
You get the ball rolling. I'm going to update this subtitle real quick.
I made a mistake by accidentally baiting the internet a little bit too hard, because there was a short we did where I actually likened Flash to Warp.
Yeah.
And there was a very fair question, which is like, what is the comparison here? Flash, as a reminder, is a 2-cost instant.
I'm not able to pull up the card on the fly. No, sorry, I don't have that kind of tech on me.
I've got it on my brain.
Okay.
2-cost instant lets you play a creature by paying its mana cost reduced by 2. And if you do so, it leaves the battlefield straight away.
No.
Damn.
You're remembering it wrong.
Okay.
You pay 2 mana for Flash. You put a creature into play. If you want to keep it, you pay the difference in the cost.
Oh, you pay the difference in the cost. Yeah. Of any. Is it of any though?
Well,
Did we actually
just pay its cost reduced by 2 generic.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, but reduced by up to 2 generic.
Yeah.
If you can't bury the creature.
Yeah.
We love the word bury.
Yeah.
So that turns out it's just really good for ETBs and LTBs.
Mm-hmm.
And with apparently Protean Hulk, thanks to all the CDH players that have replied to us, it's fucking broken.
Yeah.
So Warp is kind of similar, but not. Warp, it enters the battlefield and it leaves the battlefield, but it doesn't die, which is really important.
Yeah.
So most of the things, it's the leave the battlefield effect is dies. Not when this creature leaves the battlefield. So that's my mistake there, which is like Protean Hulk doesn't really have a benefit for
Warp, no.
For Warp, no.
I think there is like a foundational similarity in that you are cheating in a massive creature to make use of the effect it has when it enters or leaves the battlefield. It's just that with Warp, you're not able to do death triggers specifically, or it's like enter and leave triggers. You can get those with Warp.
And there's a bit of gymnastics you could do to that. Like if you had a Altar of Dementia, is that the one that makes your opponent's mill? So you warp in a Protean Hulk.
Yeah.
And then you warp in a Protean Hulk, and then you sacrifice it to Altar of Dementia straight away. You get the ETB, LTB kind of stuff.
Sure.
So that works.
You could also just like sneak attack it in, right?
Exactly. And sneak attack is more consistent. And I think someone even said that in the comments where it's like, it's sneak attack being an enchantment that stays on the battlefield way better for removal.
Yeah, and I think too, like outside of Tanook, Steadfast Second, you can't just arbitrarily give things flash.
Yeah.
So like the card itself has to have flash. Sorry, it has to have warp. That's what I'm talking about. Warp. I'm getting it confused. You can't just arbitrarily give anything warp. Like you can do it in a Tanook deck. But that's also limited to red creatures and artifacts specifically. So you can't even do it with like any old thing.
And I mean, I think one of the things, right, is we were looking at, the comments and stuff, because sometimes we get comments where it's like, you've really done some mental gymnastics for these combos, or like, oh, it's, you've missed this thing or this combo. We didn't really get a lot of that. For Shahrazad, we did. We got quite a few comments on like, oh, here's these combos, or this is we got a lot of communication around Shahrazad with Flash.
But we also put like a fair amount of effort into reading the rules relevant to Shahrazad, because like if you don't do that, it becomes really difficult to get that right or even close.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at some of the comments we have on some of our Flash stuff, especially the CEDH question where I asked people about was Protean Hulk as bad as we think it is?
Right.
And most people are very much on the train of Flash Hulk just made CEDH unplayable.
I mean, because CDH is so concerned with like finding the optimized ideal way to win, like if something like Flash Hulk is available, everybody's just going to do Flash Hulk, right? Because like if your goal is to try and win as fast as possible, I don't know how you beat that.
Yeah.
Right?
With a counter spell.
Yeah, single counter spell.
Flash costs 2, so mental misstep doesn't even fucking help.
No, you just need generic counter magic.
What do we have? Thoughtseize, done. Whooshka.
Yeah, okay.
Get rid of that Protean Hulk.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think it's also the like fine balance we have here on the show of like, we're not producing content for short form. We are making 30+ minute episodes about a single card and then like pulling bits out of it and not really doing much editing to like, you know, pull context in from later in the episode that might like better inform it. It's like, no, we're just going to take like a 30 to 60 second chunk out of the video. And then I put in a bit of work to like make sure that it kind of stands alone as much as I can. But every now and then we're going to get one where like the context actually would have been helpful there, I think.
Yeah, and for those ones, and I'll put my hand up, I try not to do this too much, but some of the ones where it's like, this is a really good short, I quite like it, but the context isn't there, I will give it a rage bait title. And it works.
Yeah. Hey, we're learning when to pull the various levers around that stuff. And how
Thank you
hard
for
to
your
pull them.
engagement, people on TikTok.
Yeah, like shout out if you are still in the trenches on TikTok commenting on that one Jeweled Lotus video of ours, like fucking hats off to you, dude. Like
I love it. Like every so often someone goes into each and every single one of the like people who are like, yeah, fuck yeah, these guys are right. It should be banned forever. We shouldn't bring it back. Someone will go through those comments and be like, man, the RC deserve the shit they got. It's like,
nuh-uh.
You're a bad person.
Yeah,
man.
not in this house, fam.
No, like you're just showing entirely that you have no friends.
Yeah. Or maybe you do, but they're also not people I want to know.
Yeah, we don't want to play Magic with you. No. You're not welcome at a table. We've got these 4 tables reserved for our 4 games of Shahrazad Commander.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Yeah. There's just a single Shahrazad in the middle of the table, and like it's just it's like who can get the nuke codes first.
Yeah. How can I end this game the quickest?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about scooping. Anyway, Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
There's a question I didn't ask during the show. I don't know if I asked during the recording of the episode, but something I definitely thought of after, which is why ban Flash over Protean Hulk?
We did touch on that a little bit in the episode.
Because sneak attack exists, so you can still sneak attack Protean Hulk.
Yeah.
You can warp, alter of dementia. You can cheat Protean Hulk a million different ways depending what you're doing.
Yeah.
So like, why keep Protean Hulk? Why get rid of Flash? Because what other cards are there that does what Flash does? Well, like that could.
Well, and I think we did get to it in the like official ban reason for Flash. It's because there's basically no opportunity to actually interact with it. Like once someone starts resolving a Flash into a Protean Hulk or anything really, like you kind of have to wait for it all to resolve before you can do anything. Like by the time you can do something, that Protean Hulk trigger's already on the stack.
Yeah.
And then you need to counter a target triggered ability, which is pretty scarce in terms of your options for that.
Also, if it reduces to generic costs, you can also. Well,
nobody's paying it. That's the point. Like if you're playing Flash, you're never actually paying the rest of the cost to keep the feature.
What if my deck goes wildly wrong? Protean Hulk exiled from the top of my library by fucking Ian Malcolm. It's so I can't use it.
Someone's looking at Flash of like, oh yeah, just in case I can keep the creature, I've got this option to like pay the rest of the cost. Why not just cast the fucking creature then?
Because Flash. Shit.
Yeah, I think it is just like with all the other things like sneak attack, like warp, like even stuff that like enters tapped and attacking, right? Like you're waiting until like end of combat or your end step, and that's a much wider window where you can remove it, counter it, whatever else. The problem is that like you putting Protean Hulk down is part of resolving Flash, so nothing else is even on the stack yet. And then by the time you have a window of priority, the Protean Hulk leaving the battlefield trigger is already there.
You know what a spell they should make? They should make a spell called Evoke.
Okay, no. I don't even want to hear that out.
Let me design the card. Hear me out. Evoke. It's a blue instant.
Yep.
For 1 and a blue.
Yep.
That says on it. Actually, I just want to see what Evoke says.
Yeah, how does Evoke actually read?
It says you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Yep.
If you do, sacrifice it unless you pay its mana cost reduced up to 2. Now, I know it sounds a lot like Flash, but it would be named Evoke.
But like Evoke the mechanic is just
Flash.
Because
Evoke the mechanic is a cost reduction.
Is it?
So if we look at like, let's look at everyone's favorite card,
this is
Grief.
me showing that I've never actually played with Evoke cards before.
So I mean, Wander's a better one. Grief has a different cost, but
Wander's not an Evoke card.
Oh no, that's one.
That
of the
was
ones
one you mentioned in the episode, and I put the card up in the edit, but it's like, no, that just cares about being in your graveyard, and then everything has flying.
Solitude.
Yeah, Solitude.
Is what I'm thinking of. Exile a white card from your hand.
Yeah,
it's from a cycle. But Evoke is. Why is there no fucking Oracle text on this shit? What are you doing?
Shout out to Nigel Victus in the chat. Evoke is an alternate cost.
Yes, it is an alternate cost, but what does it mean?
Well, like, how does Grief read next to the Evoke?
It doesn't.
Okay.
Grief is when Grief enters battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand, choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Right. So Evoke is this creature enters and then gets sacrificed immediately.
Yeah. And like,
so it's Flash.
For Grief, the cost is exiling.
That's the one, Muldrifter.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a similar thing, but like,
Muldrifter had better have some Oracle fucking text on it. Yeah, you may cast a spell for its Evoke cost if you do its sacrifice when it's the battlefield, aka Flash.
So like with that, you've got like you're casting a creature, and then it's leaving basically immediately.
And speaking of leaving, before we leave Flash, can we just talk about our love for Isochron Scepter? It's a really important theme throughout our show.
Yeah.
I've gotten it wrong a few times with Isochron Scepter.
Hey, same. And the thing is, like, I've put it in a deck and still never gotten to actually make use of it.
You deserve that.
Yeah, but it's also the same deck I just put a Panoptic Mirror in recently.
No, it's your imprint deck.
No, it's Orvar, the All form.
Yeah, imprint.
I want to put all 7 bobbleheads in it and just start copying those. Because they all activate for effects that are based on the number of bobbleheads you have.
Sorry, all 7 what?
Bobbleheads from Fallout. Here's why Universes Beyond is good. I can copy and proliferate bobbleheads.
I've been playing Magic for so long that the sentence you've just said fucking hurt me on the inside. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this weird squid man from Coldheim, a set based in Norse mythology, and then add bobbleheads from the Fallout video game series and make them appear everywhere.
Bro, have you seen the Isochron Scepter from the DCI from the Friday Night Magic 2008?
No.
There's some rad Isochron Scepters, man. What? Oh, there's a Mystery Booster 2 one. That's cool. Sorry, I'm looking at different printings of Isochron Scepter now. What were we talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about Flash. Yeah, you could put Flash under an Isochron Scepter. It's an instant that costs 2 or less. And that's a bad time. Don't do that.
Go. See, my mind just goes to go for the throat.
Mm.
Like I would put it Ice Conceptor in any deck that has 2-cost black removal, like Annihilating Glare. Done.
Right.
Get it out of here.
Okay.
Like you'd have to sacrifice a creature each time, but like frequent removal.
Mm.
And I mean, with a Paradox Engine, you get to use it whenever you want.
Stop. We've already talked about that one.
Let's go to Spider and Nigel in chat. Can we unban Paradox Engine yet? Yes, sick, awesome.
Dude.
Look, I'm going to ignore the delay.
Stop it.
Flash was fun. We had this weird like some of the like our Jeweled Lotus one as well. Whenever we talk about CDH cards, we just get this like awesome little spike.
Yeah.
We ship too.
Well, it's kind of too because like in a couple of those episodes we've called out like, hey, CDH folks, and get in the comments like, tell us what we're missing, because like it's such a different mindset than what you or I operate with, and a bunch of times they're in the comments like, oh yeah, this. It's like, oh, I get it. I would have never thought of that.
And CDH players all really like Thassa's. Grampus and Slivers is the best duo, by the way. Yeah, okay. You're right. You're right. I am a Sliver. Thoracle, like everyone seems to be okay with Thoracle, and I have big problems with that. I'm the pro unban person, and I'm full anti Thassa's Oracle.
Dude, you want to talk about like bans that will make people mad? That's one of them.
We already did.
Yeah.
We're not here to make people mad. That's a Attack on Cardboard's job.
Hey, shout out to the GOAT.
That's it.
Love that guy.
All he does is rage bait it these days.
No, he rage baits one specific dude. It's the funniest shit.
It's the best. And it turns out we do accidentally, but we just leave him alone to crash out in our comments.
Oh, man.
He's not watching us on here. He doesn't leave TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that guy. Flash. What was the other one we shot that day? It's the one I'm editing now.
Yeah, so it's another episode coming out. Here's my favorite part about us recording. I just don't remember. We leave the studio.
I'm halfway through editing it and I don't remember.
We left the studio that day, had a barbecue where they put a beer can in my hand and I don't drink anymore. And was like, yeah, let's take a photo. Like, yeah, man, sure.
Yeah, man.
And then the poor guy, so we record at Henhouse Studio now. And the guy that runs it, a guy named Rob, I was like, everyone that knows me that sees this is going to think it's funny because they know I don't drink. And he thought it was like for some religious reason. I'm like, nah, man, I just don't.
I just don't, yeah. But I'll take a free sausage sizzle. Get that in me.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that on again this weekend?
It's every weekend, dude.
Okay, good shit.
I feel like we're doing advertising for Henhouse now, but like, yeah, it's every fucking weekend. It's great.
Just don't take our no one mentioned Colonian Hydra I'm triggered. That
we're not talking about that.
I have a signed Colonian Hydra. I do.
I believe you. There's boxes on boxes back there.
It's back. I don't think you can see it on the stream.
No.
Maybe you can.
No.
Those are my decks. Okay. And I guess with the Henhouse move as well, maybe we can
move down. You want me to update the subtitle again?
Yeah, let's move down to PR and gifted content. Whatever you want to.
I thought you were just going to jump down to the Henhouse section.
No, but we're recorded.
Okay. We can move through it.
Like our announcement of going into Henhouse. We were planning. When we moved from your attic, when we moved from the garage to the library, we did a thing. No, yeah, when we moved from your attic to your garage, I was still doing the like really bad cold opens that Jacob from Palms Off Gaming was like, you need to stop doing this. And we had a big thing set up, and then we planned something from when we moved from the garage to the library and then didn't do it, I don't think.
Yeah,
And
we either did a bit or like we didn't. I don't remember.
yeah, and then when we moved from, when we were planning on being like, oh, we've moved, we have a cool professional studio set up,
Mm.
and then we got commissioned. Is that what is the
What is the right word?
contracted?
Yeah, I feel like commissioned is the wrong thing.
We got paid to make an ad.
Yeah, we got paid to make an ad. We did work for Wizards of the Coast, and that all came about at the same time we were shifting studios.
And but perfect timing, really, because it's like, oh, this is our first recording day in the studio. We'll book the studio, we'll get the ad recorded, and then we might do an episode. And then
Yeah, we booked 2 hours, I think.
It took 2 hours to do the entire 30-second ad. Was it?
No,
like
it was a minute.
a 60-second ad.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
But it
2
took
hours.
like, hey, if you're thinking about like getting into making paid ads, like a minute took us 2 hours.
And honestly, like it wasn't a rough 2 hours, but like
No.
we probably could have refined it.
Well,
But
the
I
thing
don't
is, like,
think that would have been true to us.
We went into it with a script, but there were so many unknown elements in that space, right? Like it's a new room, the lighting was different. We had a bunch of stuff that we just had to like get a couple of different shots on, a couple of different takes here or there. A lot of it was figured out on the fly in that room, though, I will admit. A lot of like just like the pacing and the sequence of kind of the back and forth with stuff. The putting the things on your eyes, like we just
Oh, that was
as a
I
laugh.
just like I love doing really stupid, like the when we went in and the first thing, like the day before, I printed off we had the framed photo with the Tolarian Academy in it.
Oh yeah.
And
Doing the Wolverine meme, looking
doing
at
the
it.
Wolverine meme I was like, I want to do the Wolverine meme. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was the only thing that was guaranteed for that video. But it also kind of caps off that July was Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
And August was
Age of Eternities
Edge of Eternity.
is what the ad was for. Yeah.
Yes. And so like we got some PR kits for Final Fantasy, which was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Especially because we weren't expecting it.
No. We were very much like not like kept on the back burner, but it was very much like, yeah, we'll talk like once we get past Final Fantasy. And then it was like, I don't know, a week out, they were like, we're gonna send you some Final Fantasy stuff. And we're like, cool, we're gonna come up with video concepts real quick.
Not only did we have to come up with video concepts, like we had our idea in the back of our head of what
Yeah.
we would do when the next lot of PR kits come out, not Final
We
Fantasy.
thought we had time to like, refine the ideas before we have to try and make one.
And we're like, oh, we'll be able to book the new studio in time and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And we had to do it in your kitchen.
Yeah, my
No,
dining room table.
in your dining room table.
Like it looked all right in the end with like the bookshelf behind it and everything.
I really liked it. It was
Yeah.
quite homely.
Yeah, that it's still the bane of my existence with the pack opening stuff is like the camera for the pack opening itself. Like we still need to figure that part out.
Yeah, because like, and that is the whole thing behind Deck Percent. And I think because we've seen a few people doing something similar now, but not as much. Where we see a lot of pack openings and a lot of location shot pack openings.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do pack openings that
pack openings with a purpose.
that led to something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what it's led to so far is us pulling uncommons.
Yeah, us making a really shit decks.
We've got 4 commander decks for the show that have been made in 30 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch that back because I remember I finished my deck in 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I think you had like 11 or 12 minutes left on the clock, and I finished mine with like a minute and a half for the Edge of Eternities one at least.
Brawl land 4, baby.
Hell
But
yeah.
because you put 50 lands in your Final Fantasy one.
Yeah, because I ran out of time because I didn't approach it aggressively enough.
And that was something we've spoken about in the middle of things is it's a snail's pace that you start with. It's like, I'm going to think about this
What's the core of the deck? What's like the 6 cards that are really going to be the engine or whatever it is?
and then you realize of like, no, I get to do one thing in this deck: speed building budget, and that's.
We have thought about that, but I feel like placing any more constraints on it makes it impossible.
I think if we did like a budget build, because
we would have to give ourselves more time, because you have to like.
Yeah, you do it in like an hour.
You're under so much. You don't just have like all of the available commander cards to choose from. You have to like actually filter everything by cost.
Can you filter by cost on that website that we use to
Scryfall? Yeah, like you can.
Oh, you can.
But it's like every time you think of a card and you're like, oh, I would put that in this deck, then you have to go and check the price.
Oh, so you can't say commander this ID this price.
Yeah, like you could do like price less than $1, whatever it is.
Oh, you can.
Right? Yeah, okay. You can do that. But like if you're building a landfall deck or something and you're like, oh, what I really want to put in is Crucible of Worlds, then you've got to go and double check, can I afford to?
Yeah, I'm doing a $50 deck. Crucible Worlds is 25, and then I've got 50 cents left for everything else.
Crucible Worlds, 82 lands, and a Borborygros enraged.
Done. That's deck done. Time. 30 seconds.
Maybe some ramp stuff in there as well. I don't know.
Oh man, I wish that I could build. I think we should do like a pauper commander next time we get like uncommon creatures. Because I think that having a pauper deck would be more fun.
I personally like really like the unfocused nature of it, given that the 30-minute time limit gives you such like I feel panicked, and that's what leads me to build bullshit decks during deck percent, and I think that's the value there. Like trying to then go, oh, I've built a really bad pauper deck. Like, okay, I'm already building bad decks.
It's the urgency of it.
Yeah,
it's like, especially when you look and you got 10 minutes left, and it's like I've got 16 cards. Yep. Yep. Oh, what do I? And that was the first time we did where we were both looking at that time. Like, oh shit, there's 5 minutes left. Go.
Yeah,
because
like
staples?
I think the problem is both times the timer hasn't actually been that visible for us while we're working through it. I think we just need a big clock.
Yeah,
and we can see it. It's in front of us. It's not off to the side on an iPad. Then we have to like keep checking it.
Well, because the first time we had it, we had the iPad visible for the viewers.
For the viewers, yeah, but not for us.
And then the second time we did it, we had the iPad behind where we were recording.
Yeah, it was.
And we had to like
out of sight.
We had to turn our heads to look at it to be like, oh, we've got 10 minutes left. Yeah. We should just put it on the floor where the camera is.
We should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. or
we can put a timer on the screen.
Pay someone to come in and be a timekeeper.
Yeah, this is way off topic. I remember watching the Olympics.
Okay.
And there was the cycling, like the marathon, where they'd start on the top of this ramp and then go down
they had a little ramp. Yeah.
But there was the dude, and he would count in this really weird way where he'd be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's like that scene in Inglourious Bastards where they're in the bar underground and they're like, oh, you said 3 like this. That's how I know you're not a German. I'm going to kill you.
It was like the weird hand thing where I'm like, why is he going 4 like that to 3 like that? And how is that natural? But now I try to do it.
Yeah, it's just different cultures, dude.
Here we go. We've got a volunteer timekeeper.
Yeah.
I also...
It's also watch us fucking stress out while we're deck building. So like, for anyone who's not in the I'm gonna get this wrong, upkeep and unban tiers, the bonus content that we put out for the deck percent videos is basically the entire deck building process, and you get to watch us panic in real time.
I'm cool as a cucumber because I'm a professional Magic player.
Okay, maybe I'm projecting a little bit here, but like, it's not comfortable.
And personally, like, I really like the deck percent. I'm really a big speedrun fan.
Yeah.
But it's the precons are the ones that are the most fun.
Yeah.
Getting the Final Fantasy X precon deck, and then the Jund one, like, I'm eating good.
Yeah.
They know me well.
What deal have you made with the people that send us those kits that I'm not aware of?
I actually send us those kits myself. I don't.
No, we have to be very clear. Those are sent to us.
Those are sent to us by Wizards of the Coast that we really appreciate.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy X one, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just pure luck. But it genuinely was the perfect deck. I don't think I would have been able to be as excited about any of the other ones. I think they're all really cool, and I think they're all really well designed. But that Final Fantasy X deck was, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so well made.
It was so cohesive. Like it did the thing it was trying to do. And like, yeah, there were, as with most precons, like maybe 2 or 3 cards you could swap out to like juice it up a little bit, but it all hung together pretty well.
And the flavor was delicious.
Yeah,
like,
I would say that's true of all the Final Fantasy decks. Like I've not had a long history of Final Fantasy, but speaking to people who have, like all of those decks seem like bangers. I've played the Ishtola one, and that is once that gets going, it's not like it's unstoppable, but it just kind of keeps doing its thing because like it's all stuff that's mana value 3 or more, right? It just does the thing, and you just get rewarded for playing Magic. It's fantastic.
Our friend, a good friend of ours, Tom, found some really cool deck tech with Ishtola.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Turns out if you put Ishtola in the graveyard and then fail to bring it back, we were playing Commander with a friend of ours who doesn't really play a lot of Magic, and our friend Tom, and I did a board wipe, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to put my commander in the graveyard instead of the command zone because on my turn I'm going to be able to get it back. His turn comes around, and what is it he cast? I'm going to open his deck list.
I don't even remember
because I've got his deck list here, so I'm going to open it up. It was a white.
This feels targeted. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he knows.
He's not even here to defend himself.
It's Starfall Invocation.
Oh, that's
which
right.
Is gift a card, destroy all creatures. If the gift was promised, return a creature card put into your graveyard this way to the battlefield.
This way.
He forgot the words "this way." It was the best thing ever.
That was his way out.
Oh, we love you, Tom.
Yeah, but no, he's done that deck as like it's all mana rocks that cost 3, and he's just constantly casting mana rocks and having Ishtola go off. So he's just drawing mana rocks, playing mana rocks because he can afford to. That thing was crazy.
The Ishtola deck was it was an Esper deck, and I love that Esper got some love again.
But it's also kind of like Esper Spell Slinger because like the whole goal is to just play stuff that's
cheap,
3 or more. Yeah.
It was very much the new version of Esper, which is still quite stacksy.
Can be.
I'm playing Esper stacks in standard at the moment, so like
okay, that's a choice.
But it's really hard for Wizards of the Coast to design Esper decks that are Spellslinger stacksy without them being unfun. And I think that the pre-con for Ishtola really found that balance.
Yeah.
Whereas Bant, when you think of Bant, what do you think of? I think of Enchantress.
Yeah, sure.
Bant auras and stuff like that.
Yep.
Whereas the Bant Proliferate was really cool to see.
Well, even then, like the Proliferate wasn't that big in there, right? Like there was a lot of adding counters.
Yes.
But not actually that many that had the Proliferate keyword. I think the theme was more, let's add a bunch of counters everywhere, and then Titus can go and sort of shift them around.
Exactly. Oh, Vigor would have been really good in that.
Yeah, probably.
Would have been overpowered.
Yeah.
But like, Vigor would have been great.
Yeah.
They could have printed Zapandrel and just been like, sin.
Stop.
Or what's the Vorinclex one? Monstrous Raider, is that the one?
Yeah, the one that doubles for me but not for thee.
And you don't. Yeah, doubles for me, not for thee. We wish we could confirm that. We're hopeful.
Yeah, we've heard nothing on Spider-Man or Avatar yet. You sent that email, right?
Yep, I said that.
Okay.
um,
We'll see.
look, and here's the thing: I love magic, and I love superhero stuff. I think Spider-Man is so silly, and the movies at the moment, they're like everyone's like
The Tom Holland ones.
Yeah, the Tom Holland ones. They're a bit more serious because they're
well,
in
like,
that
the
MCU.
first one was pretty goofy, but then it just got like all the stakes kept getting so high that it's like, oh, we're taking this very seriously, aren't
The
we?
first one was a John Hughes movie.
Right, yeah.
Right. Whereas it was like, oh, coming of age story, going to this high school and stuff like that. And then the second one was, hey, I'm Iron Man's replacement because Iron Man's dead. Spoiler alert.
Bruh, how old is that movie?
Was that the second one?
I don't remember. I know
maybe
I've
it was
seen
the third one. No, there hasn't been a third one yet. The third one's being made. Yeah, second one was like, oh yeah, Iron Man's dead, and I have to grasp with dealing the fact that Iron Man's dead. And there's a giant painting of his face on a wall. That's the only thing I remember about that movie, and now all my friends don't remember me. Wild. Like, I keep seeing this Venom anti-hero.
Right.
Card, and I saw this printing of it that is just the mana cost. Hey, it's a Tiny Bones.
Oh shit.
AKA
Welcome.
Casa.
Welcome in.
Let me see if I can
Spider-Man.
find this.
Anti-Venom. No, not anti-Venom. Venom anti-hero.
Venom anti-hero. No, I'm talking anti-Venom. Like Auntie Venom.
My Auntie Venom.
Horrifying healer.
Right.
Okay. Or maybe the print I saw was like a fake print or something like that. But it's 5 white pips and then a really long name.
Oh.
And it's like, it looks like they've designed this card and been like, oh, we'll make it fit.
Just shrink the font size, dude.
Yeah, well, that's what they did. They shrunk. Because I was like, oh, this is like kind of like Phyrexian Vindicator.
Right. Yeah.
Which is that 4 white pips. Like, but the name fits and the pips fit. So it's, it works out. So 5 white pips. That cost is not reducible by any measure.
Right, sure, yeah.
And it really, like, I mean, unless you're building it as your mono white commander, you can't really put it in many decks.
It's a lot of white. Maybe mono white devotion?
Oh, it wouldn't be bad.
It's 5-on-1.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It is 5. It was better than 1-on-1.
Yeah.
This is, that Phyrexian Vindicator would go in that deck as well. Anyway, if we want to talk about it more, maybe we can
send us a kit.
Maybe they can send us a kit.
Yeah, I mean, like, there'll probably be some interesting cards in there. I'm less invested in like getting a whole heap of Spider-Man product, but Avatar is gonna sink me into the ground, dude.
Yeah, I've got to make plans for my financial ruin. I am tempted to put our company up so I can buy more Avatar.
Grants, we're not worth that much yet. I don't think that's gonna buy you much.
We're worth as much as I say we are, and that is how much is a collector booster for Avatar.
So I think the ATO would disagree with you on that point. As would our accountant.
Well, our accountant can buy me Avatar then. I actually, the way that I saw a thing about the way they were doing their commander decks.
Yeah.
Which, coolest fucking thing ever. You can buy a commander kit.
A commander bundle, right?
It's like it comes with the legendary creatures. Avatar.
Oh.
Commander bundle, yes. So, adds commander staples to build the deck the world needs most is what they've said here.
It's cute.
So it's like, looks like it's got the play boosters that are in it. And then like a collector booster as well. And a bunch of cards that are specific to commanders.
Okay.
And a click wheel.
Oh, the click wheel's cool.
Our friend Alex in the background thinking of his Maygard. What is it? It's his
Minster
Rocco.
Yeah, I mean, like he makes decks that produce a lot of bullshit, so he's tracking them.
We just listed 3 different decks, all of them that need the clicker. We love you, Alex. Oh, fucking hell.
So what are we on? We're talking about promo stuff, talking about moving studios. I really like the arc of our shooting locations. We were shooting in the weird attic room of the house we were renting. Not you and I,
No, we were renting.
Because
yeah,
it was just what we had, and then we got basically kicked out of that house by a shitty landlord. Then we moved house and didn't have space to record, and we didn't have a solution yet, so we shot like 3 episodes in my garage with a black curtain behind us as just like a makeshift kind of let's just do this for now setup.
Which was the best because you had a neighbor that had a dog that would bark all the time.
Yeah, that dog is still there too.
And thankfully, because there wasn't many episodes.
I got pretty aggressive with the noise isolation feature of DaVinci Resolve for those episodes to cut out the dog barking. Well, we weren't in there for long because we also had to buy these like crocodile clips to hold the sheet up, and just like the beams that held the garage up were what we clamped it to.
And the garage, because we recorded in the summer.
Yeah, oh god, that was the worst.
Because it was fucking hot out there.
I forgot.
And then one of the times we had one of those Australian Melbourne summer rains, and it was
the
like
noise was bad.
It was horrendous.
And then we found the library. Honestly, shout out to libraries. Check them out. Some of them have recording studios nowadays.
And it wasn't our first library that because I went and did the induction over at the State Library in the city.
Yes. Yeah.
But their recording times were not what we needed.
The times were like they had fixed time slots each day, and they were and they were an hour and a half max. And so for us, that means we're shooting 1 episode, and we've got to truck all of our gear into the city and then out again. And like the overhead per episode was too much.
Parking,
and all of that.
Yeah, and also like there was no ability to change the space.
No, and then we found one in the northern suburbs that were like, here's a 3-hour block, and you can just fucking do whatever in here.
As long as you return the space back to what it was.
Mm-hmm. A message that other people using that room clearly didn't get or didn't pay attention to.
Because it took us 45 minutes to set up in a way that we could record after cleaning up other people's messes.
Not messes, it's more just like putting everything back where it should have been.
And then when we would finish, it would take us 15 minutes to reset. So it wasn't even that hard to reset. It's just other people weren't doing it.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where we both chucked a bit of a wobbly. To be fair, it was completely free.
Yeah.
Couldn't complain too much.
And as far as like free things go, there were 4 good quality audio mics and a Rode Procaster in that room.
It was brilliant. And then there was also a Mac with like a full recording setup.
Oh yeah.
There was a drum kit.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And they were open late on Thursday nights.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. They're open till like 10 p.m.
It was great.
Yeah.
The downside is if they ever gave a tour, they would just open the door.
Yeah, the people that did the bookings were not the people that worked in the library, and so often they seemed to have no idea there was anyone in there.
And so there was one session where we cracked the shit. So I'm like, no, we're never doing this again.
Yeah. It was just one day. It was just both of us just had too many. We just had one too many.
Shit. And then because I've started playing bass in a band with my brother, and we did a practice session over at Hen House, and the guy at this practice session, the guy that owns it, my brother was like, "Oh yeah, Gramps does a magic podcast," and he's like, "Oh, we have a podcast studio." And he opened the door, he showed me, and it's like, "Yeah, you should get in here sometime and record." And that was months before, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, when we get to the point where we're looking to move, I'll definitely keep it in mind." And then it just worked out because we cracked the shit. So like, here's a photo of a studio that we could use.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous.
I think I was sold just on the photo alone because I was like, I clocked the microphones and the equipment and the chairs and like all of the stuff that was just there, and also the having much more times available to us and being able to book whatever we actually need. Now we're real legitimate businessmen with an ABN and we pay for a studio.
Yes, we are a green white 1-1 with no abilities allowed. Legitimate business persons.
Yeah, going into witness protection. But yeah, it's funny to like think about where we started in that attic, and like this is advice that I have given other people since then. It's like, just look at what you have and start with that, right? Like, we used this key light that I'm recording with now. We used this camera. Like, we bought the little Rode wireless microphones just to have some decent audio, because that's the one thing that will like turn people off your videos or audio stuff so fast is bad audio before bad video. And then we just kind of fucking chuck some shit out there. Like, the ethos of the show is like, it existing is better than waiting around chasing perfection. Like, just put it out there and make it better over time, and you know, that'll get you to where we are now. Of like, we're paying for a studio, we're starting to make bigger and bigger plans, and it's kind of wild.
And what Spiders just said is also what I said to you in our like planning for tonight, which is I also miss the attic. There was something really bohemian about it, right? We were just
the terrible carpet that they didn't replace when they renovated the rest of that house before we moved in.
The terrible carpet, the coats in the background,
and
like the progressively
honestly
more chaotic table.
The rack in the back with the coats was just because I couldn't be bothered moving it.
And because like when we got our first Wizard of Bard shirts that we bought, I remember whenever I would change shirts, because here's a fun thing for you. If we record we record 2 episodes in a day and we just bring a change of clothes. Whenever
that shouldn't be too hard to guess.
Whenever we would change shirts, I would put the shirt up behind on like the fucking bags.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think like because when did we start? It was like April or May of last year.
Yeah.
I don't think it was actually that long after that we got issued the eviction notice for that house.
And we were like,
and so if that hadn't happened, I think there's a very real world where we would have stayed living in that house, and I would have put real effort into making that room look better.
And because like I remember when you were moving, all I could think of was, where are we going to record? every time you, because I was still at my parents at the time, so every time you'd be like, oh, I checked out this place, my first question to you would be like, is there an attic? Is there a basement? Is there
Here's the thing, I was doing that same calculus, I just wasn't mentioning it because I needed a place to live. I don't think like my partner would have been too happy about like, yeah, but where's my recording room?
Hey, look, let's just put it out there. I remember there was one, you was like, man, this place had this like basement that was pretty nice, and like, you could get in there.
Yeah, dude, there were some there were like 3 or 4 houses where like, this ticks every single box, including a dedicated room where we could record this show.
That's all we needed.
My dream is a like semi-permanent setup where I don't have to set up and tear down cameras and lights every time.
Yes. Well, the good thing is and this is the shock every time we record at Hen House now, is because the lights are already set up and we just have to turn them on and off.
Yeah, they have their own lights. It's mental.
We every time we pack down, it's like, what are we missing? Oh yeah, we don't have to reset an entire library.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of effort. We had to like move the tables. The table every time we'd get into the library, the table would be 4 microphones set up that we removed 2 of entirely from the desk. All the headphones, set up the lights, put the cameras down, like because we have a 3 camera setup. Here's a fun little behind the scenes for you. It's 2 iPhones and then a really good Nikon.
No, it's this camera. It's my Sony.
A really good Sony camera.
Yeah.
but like they had a stand that has that you could put a camera, like an iPhone in to record, and then the other one was a sheet music stand with my phone laid flat and then my phone on it, and the camera on the lip, and then putting the lav mic case on that
just to hold it up,
just to hold it in place.
I'm still mad we never took a picture of that setup because it's the funniest thing.
It was so jank. And like sometimes I would forget the lav mic case, so I would put like a bigger box behind it.
Yeah. Or like your wallet or something just to hold the phone up.
Oh no, I don't have a wallet anymore. Here's another side story. I've lost a wallet at every PAX since PAX came back from COVID.
Dude, that's like 4 years worth.
So last year's PAX, after last year's PAX, I just didn't get a new wallet.
Okay. Where do you keep things?
It's all on my phone now. I just don't have, if it doesn't go on my phone, I don't keep it.
Incredible.
And you know what? It's been really nice. Like I've got my phone in my right pocket and my keys in my left, and I'm good to go.
What about like public transport? I guess you don't really do that, eh?
No, I drive. And like,
what if you had to do public transport? Because you can't get a Mikey on an iPhone.
I just simply would not go. I'm out. Oh, hey man, we don't take the train in today. No.
Cool. Enjoy that.
I'm gonna play Diablo. See ya.
Yeah.
No, because we went to a music festival together. I just keep it in my pocket. And if I lose it, I just buy it's really bad. Most of the times if I'm going to the train station, I just buy a Mikey at the train station, do my tap on, put it in my pocket. If I lose it, buy another one. If I don't lose it, once I finish that trip for the day, I throw it in the bin.
Yeah, I will say, like, I went to Brisbane. When was it? I feel like it was only a few months ago or something. But like, they're still doing 50-cent public transport for one thing. But you can just use your fucking like bank card or your credit card. They
said they were doing that for Mikey. And
yeah. But like, it won't be. It'll be years before they do that. God, but it was such a nice system.
Let's move our operation to Brisbane.
I got on the train that goes from the airport to the city and just tapped on with my phone, and it was fine.
I just hire a car. It's so bad. Yeah. I'm so bad. But hear me out. We buy little pieces of cardboard on the regular. We're not good for the environment anyway.
No, and we've got a lot of evidence about how we make poor financial decisions.
You can't, I don't know if, I know they can see this. This is my 30,000 card collection.
Yeah, mine's like down here also. Also, mine's more than yours.
But let's talk about that. Let's talk about we've spoken about the way we've spoken about the most of the things on our list. Let's talk about our collections and just everything up until this point, because you didn't play Magic. We played Destiny together.
Yeah, you got me into Magic at the end of 2021
with a Commander Precon. And it was 3 of us.
Yeah.
So it was a 3-con that we did, and I played my Slivers deck. And you were Spirit Squadron.
I think so.
And I was, and Alex was the Naya Zendikar Rising deck, which was like Landfall.
Land's Wrath.
Land's Wrath. Yes.
Yeah.
And now, 4 years later, your collection is over 30,000 cards.
No. It's not more than 30,000, but it is more than yours.
Yes. Which is just, I keep doing these things where I've been in this process of recataloguing my collection. It's finally done.
Yeah.
But I've been hardline, because I've been recataloguing since last October.
Yeah.
And I've been on hardline that I'm not buying new Magic cards until I finish the cataloging, which means I've missed some cool sets.
Yeah.
But the upside is I'm not creating this backlog of uncatalogued cards.
Sure.
And then I did 3 Dragonstorm pre-releases.
Good set.
Very good set. So they're cataloged, they're just not sorted into my collection. I have to do that.
Right.
But now that I've done cataloging and I've got my collection set up in a very sustainable way, time to ramp up the cardboard again.
Time to catch up, yeah.
Time to catch up.
Because I've since reined this back a lot. But when I started, it was right before Neon Dynasty.
Yes.
Like, Neon Dynasty was essentially like the first set release since I started playing Magic. I didn't like do any pre-releases or anything, but I think I bought a draft box of that, and that was it. Maybe the
boxes were
maybe the precons, because I think I have those as well. But for a while, I was getting like bundle, draft box, precons for I think every set that was coming out.
Yeah.
Because I was also in that mode of like, I want to try a bunch of different types of commander decks. I'll buy a bunch of precons. Spoiler alert, I didn't fucking play them. I still haven't. I just started building decks instead. But that was the theory, at least, was like, I'm going to buy a bunch of precons and then that'll give me a way to like test the waters on different types of play styles. But what it's meant is that like my collection is organized by set, but like at the highest level, because I have like, say 500 cards of each set, and then within that it's sorted in a particular way. That thing does my head in. I don't want to see that.
So I start by the color ID. I don't know if you can still hear me on the microphone because I got a piece of paper in front of my face.
Yeah.
And then I kind of go by like
sort number one. I kind of do this.
Yeah, kind of. Like, so I've got Wooburg, and then there's colorless, and then there's ally and enemy, and then there's shards, and then there's wedges, and then there's 4 colors with a star. And then
set code, collector number.
And then there's Wooburg, and then so I've got the reminders as well, because I used to do is I used to put one of these motherfuckers in front of me, and it's like. Also, check out the foiling on this. Anyway,
that's crazy.
It's an event card. I used to put one of these in front of me to help remind me to be like, oh, this is that. Anyway, and then I go by rarity. So once I've done the color, I'm in rarity.
Yeah.
And then it splits depending on like what is that? Yeah, for monocolor. For monocolor only, it's creature, enchantment, sorcery, instant, artifact, and then vehicle, because Planeswalker.
Cesiap.
Sure.
The classic acronym that everybody remembers.
Cesiap. Except if it's colorless, I do pure colorless, artifact with a type, so like equipment, food, artifact, creature, and then vehicle. And then I go by cost.
Yeah.
And then I go alphabetical.
Okay. So set code and collector number. I'm going to explain my logic, because you've had all that time to do yours. Mine is a lot more straightforward. If you sort by collector number within a set, it automatically sorts it into Wooburg, then multicolor, then colorless, then lands, and then like all your different types of art are grouped together after that. And like every now and then it like varies in some sets where like I think Brothers War did some weird, but it's always got groupings. And the like Wooburg into multicolor into colorless is generally almost always true. And then within each of those groupings, it's automatically alphabetical if you sort by collector number.
I guess it also differs in how it shows how we build differently as well. Because I feel like when you, and I could be very wrong here, but I feel like when you're building your deck, you're looking at Moxfield, you're looking at Scryfall, you're seeing what's in your collection online, and you're building from that with what's available.
Yeah, I'm not digging through the crates.
I'm literally like, I'm building this deck. I'm just gonna have a cheeky look through, and because I didn't know Moxfield didn't exist for either of us until well into playing Magic.
Yeah, I tried a couple of different other things like it before finding Moxfield. But I think I was always trying to find that kind of solution of I want a system that will show me all the cards that I have. Moxfield is working on a thing that will show me which deck specific cards in my collection are in. So
yeah,
that if
right now you can do find in deck, but
but like if I'm in like the view of building a deck and I search for all the cards in my collection that are, I don't know, murder, for example, and if every one of those is already in a deck, it currently doesn't show me that.
Yeah.
And it's like a really complicated thing that Moxfield is working on right now, apparently.
And I can imagine why it's complicated, because if I go to my quantities, I have 26 Dragon Mantles.
Yeah. But it basically comes down to like, do you care? Have you got it loaded into Moxfield by like, you know, each unique printing, and you've got each one loaded in separately?
Yes.
Yeah, because then it is.
I've got 26 of the same printing.
Yeah, I look at that as like each one of those is a unique card, and so I want to know where it is.
Yes.
So yeah, that was always what I was chasing. Is like, I want to have all the information in front of me. I know how to use things like Scryfall and Moxfield really well, so I can pretty efficiently put together a deck list without ever opening a box.
Go to your Moxfield collection.
Okay.
And then sort by quantity. And what is the most? What is the card you have the most quantity of? I want to know this. I have an urge. Mine is Dragon Mantle 26.
Okay. Where is there you are, quantity.
Cutie.
Corset 2020 Plains number 263. Because I have fucking lands in there too, dude.
Yeah, I don't have any lands in it.
Hang on, let me remove basic lands from this. Cryptic Spires from Double Masters 2022.
That's bro.
I don't even know why I bothered to put those in there. That's bad. I'm not going to use that.
Tear them up.
Okay, the next one down is the showcase printing of Quicksilver Fisher from Phyrexia All Will Be One.
Oh, I have so many of them.
I have 15 of them.
Far out. Let me see how many of those fuckers I have. Oh, I hate them so much.
Yeah.
Why do I have 15 predatory slivers? Anyway,
you're the sliver guy, dude.
Yeah, I am the sliver guy. So what's the most slivers I have? Type sliver.
But
me, I learned how to Scryfall search.
Look, all of this talk about different sorting systems. What I'll say and what I've always said, whatever sorting or cataloging logic you use, if it works for you and how you'd like to interact with your cards and build decks, fine. That's all you need to solve for. I'm optimizing for different things. To someone like you, to someone like whoever's watching this at home. It's about understanding what you're trying to solve for and being efficient about that, and not listening to necessarily what someone else tells you should do.
This is the only way to do it.
No.
But speaking of solving for, and I guess going back to the question right at the start in terms of what we're recording, what we've planned coming up, and some of the things going. The syntax segment, and I guess the break from our recording, where originally it was an idea of like, we'll do this regularly, but then you run out of things pretty quickly. So
it was less like that. There's infinite things you could talk about of like how to use Scryfall well. What I was running into was like, it's not that it started to feel like a chore, but it started to feel like this. I'm in the flow of editing an episode, and it just puts the brake on the whole process to have to stop and go, what were we just talking about before we go to research? What is related to that I can make interesting within a couple of minutes and like maybe teach some people something? It felt what I want for it when it does eventually make a return is that it's a little more intentional about what we're trying to do with it. Like, maybe it's a video specifically about Scryfall, or we do something in that kind of vein, rather than just like trying to shoehorn it in. And this was around the time we were trying to like generally get the episodes a bit more focused and a bit tighter. It was like, well, let's just pull that out. That'll save us a few minutes and kind of keep the whole thing rolling.
And there's like, taking out the cold opens, putting in changing. The wheel has had multiple different formats because
the wheel's still there. We just don't show it.
We took it out, then we put it back in, and then we took it out again because the person who told us to take it out the first time told us again to take it out, and we're like, you know what, you're right. Yeah. So we
how do you get to the good as quick as possible?
Exactly. It's like, hey, this is the episode we're doing. So basically, as I'm doing the intro, the wheel is spinning.
Yeah.
And I get to sort of like, yeah.
We still get the reaction moment, but it's like every time I watch videos of Commander games or even play them sometimes, like the amount of time wasted 4 people rolling a d20 to see who goes first. It's like, just have a machine tell you at random who gives a shit, get on with the game.
Except that machine hates me. It never picks me.
Yeah.
And so, because what I want to do, and this is something that, hey, now that I'm not doing a masters anymore, might be way more possible. I want to create a sleep time, like cut, like a video of lo-fi music with syntax segments.
Interesting.
Like a syntax supercut.
That's going to be really difficult to have it work without a visual component.
I know, because it's just
but you're building it so people go to sleep. They're not going to be looking.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the thing, because like, have you heard of these sleep casts that people have?
Yeah.
And like this the whole psychology, because of course both of us have like degrees in mental health. But the whole psychology of sleep casts they're nonsensical. It's strings of word salad that makes sense as a whole, but are just fluff. So you don't pay too much attention to it. So it's like reading a bedtime story, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Right. So it's enough to like turn off that conscious, anxious part of your sort of front brain.
Yeah.
And let you just drift off
without it keeping super engaged.
Yeah.
And I wonder if really technical segments of how to search, like, I'll be honest, your syntax segment on expressive statements,
regular expressions,
yeah, straight away every time.
Okay, so when I'm envisioning them as an educational piece, that's not the reaction I'm looking for.
I do not understand it. Anytime you say it, I'm like, I really want to learn this. And I just like, it was like when I was learning Japanese and we learned about conjunctive statements, and I was like, oh no, I don't get it. Like, I remember how it ends. That's my cat.
Okay, I thought it was mine.
That is my cat demanding food.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
She's the most food motivated cat of all time. It's 15 minutes until your dinner. You can be quiet.
Okay.
She's like demanding. Because every time sorry, now I'm on the cat. She will remember I'm home. Yes. Eventually. Yeah. And then she'll be like, well, I'm going to call for him. No answer. He's clearly not here, even though I can hear him. I'm going to go away and I'll come back later.
Okay.
So yeah, sleep playlist of syntax segments, maybe coming eventually. Maybe. I don't have to do essays anymore, so it's a question of, do I download all of our sources? Like, because I can download the source from YouTube.
I can give you the source footage.
Okay, guys, you have it on writing. You have it on video, because I didn't want to ask you for it, but you've done it for me. Awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. Because you also don't even need to send me the sources. You have the syntax segments recorded individually.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the folder that contains all of our like source files, like everything we've ever made.
It'll fit on Discord.
Have a guess.
7 gigabytes.
Yeah. Okay, it's more than that.
No, by might, surely. Look, 1 or 2 gigs off, yeah?
2.55 terabytes. We're shooting 4K, dude.
What? Oh, yes, no, I remember. Yeah, because this is a discussion we had to have where you were like, Gramps, stop putting the shorts out in 4K, I don't give you 4K files.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
we shoot in 4K, we render at 1080.
We render everything out at 1080p, but like I always want everything in the source footage at the highest possible resolution.
Is 1080 1K?
It's 2K technically.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh. I've learned something.
Because 4K is like twice as big in horizontal and vertical resolution.
You know what? I'm going to leave the questions to myself.
Maybe when we do some kind of video or something where I walk through that code that I showed you that posts into our Discord about how many days it's been since a battle was last printed. Maybe I'll just record that, and that's like a 10-minute sleep aid.
Gramps learns coding. Anyway, with this statement here, it prints out onto the screen. Anyway.
Yeah. Something like that.
We were going to talk about that. Let's not talk about that. We can pass on 4. Let's go to our. Let's go to our.
Because it sounds like you have a cat to feed.
I'll be all right.
So
she'll figure it out.
This here.
Let's talk about our last talking point, which is our events. Did you know the stream is still healthy?
I did. I've been keeping an eye on it. It still says excellent connection.
It's really nice that YouTube themselves specifically call our stream excellent. Thank you, YouTube, for that. See, the cat's gone. She doesn't fucking.
Yeah. I heard you were starting to wrap up. Right,
sick. I'm gonna go wait by the food. Oh, okay. What I've learned from next time is feed her before the stream starts.
Yeah, maybe. Because we had to start at 8:30 because earlier than that, my dog is making a whole heap of noise on them every day.
I didn't think that. I you know what I'm gonna do? You know those like air snakes? Because like the gap from the bottom of my door is quite large. I'm gonna get one of those snakes because also I want to retain some of the heat. It's fucking freezing in here.
But yes, to answer Spider's question in the chat, we will be at Command Fest Melbourne.
Yes, there it is.
We have our tickets all sorted, locked and loaded. We've made some plans around the event, but not actually during it. So that's going to be a fun weekend for us.
I have 2 decks. The only 2 decks I'm bringing.
Only 2?
Yep. Oloro and Nekusa.
You piece of shit. And I know that you will drive to the convention center. You could put all your decks in the car. You're pointing to stuff that is not visible.
So this box here, it's fucking heavy. So this box here is my toxic decks. One of them is toxic. And honestly, I was tempted to purchase 4 Shahrazards. Do
you know how much they cost? Are you crazy?
I'm aware. So I've sold our company to buy 4 Shahrazards.
I don't like this as a recurring thing, by the way.
Don't worry, it won't be recurring anymore. Where I think I'm just gonna print them. Because they can be fine as proxies.
They're not legal anyway. Why do you need a real one?
We always do. This is a birthday present you got me.
Yeah, and the genesis of this very show.
It's the first question I ever asked you. Hey, could Caracas be unbanned?
No.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to print off 4 Shahrazards. And then I actually was thinking of making a treasure chest. You know...
the like treasure cruise kind of shared deck in the middle idea, right?
Yes, but it's curses, and as many curses there are, that many soul rings, and then the 4 Shahrazards. That would be...
I'd play it.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Because it's like 20 curses, 20 soul rings, 4 Shahrazards. What's
the cost you pay to flip one of those and play it off of that deck?
2 generic.
No, dude. How many? Because you could just do that multiple times a turn. Surely you get 1 a turn, or there's some
once
limitation.
Per turn.
Yeah,
once per turn. But also, what I was thinking was you could pay 2. It's kind of like Plane Chase. You can pay 2 generic to roll a dice,
right?
And then if it's like a 5, you take 5 card, like you flip 5 cards,
Right.
and the 5th card is what goes onto the battlefield.
Okay. We can
And
workshop
then
this, but I think the deck itself, I think that's solid.
Yes,
I
and then
think
the
that's
rest go on the bottom, and it's got the Shahrazards in there.
Yeah.
And it would be, because it's going to be a time commitment.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna be terrible.
Because there's a potential for it to go off 4 times.
Yeah.
I will also have Dan with me at Command
Yes.
Fest.
Good.
Because like that Dan deck is now my own creation. It's so different from the original Dan list now. Because it's got Beavis and Butthead Khan in it. What's that card? Miscalculation. So like,
Right.
it's so wildly different that that'll be there too. But yeah, we're gonna be, and you're going, more importantly, and more recently.
More soon than
More sooner.
more sooner than Command Fest.
You're going to PAX.
Yes. I mean, we will both be there, but you are working the entire weekend in a very different capacity.
If you see me in a yellow shirt, wave, and I will wave, and
No,
that's it.
The correct answer is if you see Gramps in a yellow shirt, no, you fucking didn't.
Yeah, that's a different Gramps.
Yeah.
That's business Gramps.
Yeah, do not approach. No, I will be there. I am attending as media.
We got media passes. I'm so excited about this because you know what that means? We're a media company.
Yeah, and it means that I get access to the media rooms, right? Whatever that looks like.
I am so excited for you to make content during the show.
So funny. Yeah, there's like, I don't know how much of that to go into here, but like, yeah, like media and content creator badges are largely the same. They're geared towards different people, but they give you the same level of access at the show, as far as I remember. Outside of the media rooms.
42 curses in Magic the Gathering. I could try and put all 42 curses in that deck.
You should.
And then, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It could be a 66 card deck because of the 4 Shahrazards, 20 Soul Rings, and 42 curses. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be a member of the media at PAX. I have, the thing is, like, I can't really plan anything until like the schedule and the map and stuff comes out. Like I've reached out to the PR company for PAX to be like, hey, here's some stuff that I've heard is coming. Could you hook me up with? And I haven't heard anything back yet. So I'm trying to make some moves happen, but at the same time, like, I'll just fucking walk around with a guy holding a camera because I bought a 3-day pass and now I'm giving that to someone so they will follow me around and shoot, because otherwise I'm doing it by myself.
Yep, and that's real tough to do. So
yeah,
shout out to our friend Sean, who's helping us out.
Such a king. But yeah, like I did, like, a couple days ago, locked in with Cozy Magic Club to help them out with their meetup on the Sunday of the show. It's like 12 till 2 or 2:30 or something like that. Hang on, I can find the actual time here.
Yeah, and it's in one of the community rooms. So.
Yeah, October 12th, Sunday, 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the Ibis community room.
Ibis.
It's the Magic the Gathering meetup hosted by Cozy Magic Club.
And that's on the convention center side upstairs. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only thing at this stage that I personally have locked in terms of like scheduled stuff. As I understand it, there's going to be a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff in that expo hall, and I'm going to try and get around to as much of it as I can.
Do you think our version of a community meetup would just be playing Shahrazad?
No, here's my pitch. It's a dark room.
I already like it.
Yeah. So doors at one end, at the other end is a table. You and I are sitting at it with a spotlight down on us and a single chair in front of it on the other side of that table. People come up, they sit down at the table, they make a pitch to us about why something should be unbanned or something about their deck that they think is really cool, and we just pass judgment.
Everyone gonna be talking about Jewel Lotus, Mana Crypt, and Dark Side.
Every one of them is gonna get the same answer. Fuck off.
Unban. You know what? The only one that I would accept a case for is Nadu.
No.
Did you ever, while Nadu was legal, play against a Nadu deck?
No. What I did What did happen though is I put it into a deck and it got banned before I could play it.
Because like you played against my Dockside in my Ashling
Yes.
deck that I got out once, and then when it got banned, I swapped it in for a Ragavan.
Oh yeah, the other problematic monkey. Cool.
It was like, oh, just to trade it out. Well, Dockside's a goblin, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're right. Actually, yeah,
It's a banned goblin anyway.
yeah.
PAX Command Fest coming
Yeah.
up. Gonna be there. What other events? Is there anything cool on the horizon that you can tease that might be coming? And you know what I'm talking about. I just don't know if you're allowed to tease it.
The thing next week.
Yes.
I haven't been not given permission. What I'll say is this. I'm going to be a guest on a podcast that is not based in this country.
It's so cool. It's so cool. For those of you who watched our conspiracy video, it's not Sam from Ristic Studies.
It's not.
But we and our friend Casa was recently, Tiny Bones, who was just in the chat, he did a video with Ristic Studies recently, which is super cool. And the coolest thing so far that has happened to us, and this is so far because next week hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
And like getting the PR kits and getting the advertising is cool. As a business, they're milestones. But for us as Magic fans and Magic content fans, the coolest thing was us emailing a bunch of Magic content creators and getting like the pie in the sky response back.
Yeah.
No, I think we emailed 6 different people,
Yeah,
like to their like media
like
company things, and the one that we got back out of the 6 was Sam from Ristic Studies, and it was the best thing ever.
Yeah, gave us like a full written response to like, hey, what was it like to play with Conspiracy at the time it came out? And then what we read out in the episode was the verbatim response he gave us.
And the way it was written, like, I don't know if, and we could ask him if we ever get to meet him. I was like, hey, did you write that response in a way that you knew we would read it out? Because it was eloquentious.
I think the email we sent that was like essentially the pitch was like,
yeah, hey, we're gonna read it out.
Could you give us a quote? You know,
yeah. And it was, oh man, it was the coolest thing ever. And then you know we followed up with an email and sent him the stuff, and he replied to that. It was like,
yeah, that was also like months ago at this point.
I had a big old fanboy moment.
Yeah.
Anytime anyone tells us they watch our stuff, it's the coolest thing ever. So, and to you who have watched this live stream, Spider, Alex, who will probably watch this on the replay later, all of our they're not sponsors, are they sponsors? Like all of our supporters.
We don't have a good collective noun for them yet.
All of our compliance officers. No, that just seems that we deputize them.
Too many words, too many syllables.
All of our negative gearers. Thank you so much.
Because if anyone's negative gearing stuff, I don't want to know them.
Is it negative? Wait, it was
negative gearing's bad. It's the reason the housing market's fucked.
So every time I try to make a political humor reference on our show, I am very wrong because it turns out I don't know shit.
We'll just say supporters and fans for now. I don't know. We'll find a word for it later.
Thank you very much to our supporters and fans for allowing us to do shit like this. It's been fucking insane. Because this will be now 14 months. 16 months? Something
like that. Yeah, it was like April. Yeah, like I said.
I didn't know, April. 18 months is October.
I think our first video came out like April last year or May.
And just from there to now, holy shit, what a ride.
Yeah. And all of this is just us making the stuff we want to make, talking about the stuff we want to talk about, you know? Like,
and some really
that's the fun part.
Up.
Yeah.
Just some really cool things coming up. Starting to go to shows representing the show.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already been on a bunch of local stuff, like representing the show. Now we get to spread that audience. Most of our audience on YouTube is in America already anyway.
Yeah.
But like spreading that audience They are Australian audiences on TikTok.
Yes.
That's where they are.
Yeah, but it's that funny thing. Like sometimes we'll get like, I think like every maybe second or third video, there's like videos, comments that come through on it of like, this channel's been going for ages. How did I not see it? And then it's like, okay, how do we solve that like awareness problem? How do we get casual compliance in front of more people earlier?
And we just keep doing it.
Just keep making it.
Just keep
It
making
keeps getting better.
If you want to make magic content, make it unique.
Well, I don't know, because like then it feels like you're trying to like find like trying really hard to find the thing that's different to everybody else. It's just make the shit you enjoy and making and doing. Like that's what comes through, right? If it's pretty obvious when people are just like chasing trends and trying to do the thing everyone else is doing because it seems to be popular.
Whereas, as far as I know, we're the only show that talks about the ban list. And we're the only show that speedruns baking decks.
Yeah, it's like a regular thing. There's not many people doing it. But
we are niche.
Yeah, but it's not to say we have a monopoly on this shit. It's just like we find it interesting, so we're doing it.
If you start talking about the ban list, I'm gonna sue
you.
Look,
like let's be real. It's kind of our whole thing.
It's kind of our whole thing. I like the camera spike there from you.
Yeah, had to do it. Had to get one in. You do it all the time. I just see what it feels like.
It feels good, doesn't it? To look it dead in the eye.
Yeah, and I've got the little viewfinder above the camera, so I can still see myself.
Oh, we also have merchandise.
We do, and there's more stuff coming with that. It's just in the lead up to PAX, like the idea of like designing merch and getting samples shipped out, like it's kind of second priority at the moment. But there's
the two shirts. There's the Untap Upkeep Unbanned shirt, and then
there are
Casual Cool Alliance chevron lapel.
Oh, it's just a little like chest logo, like this jumper, but then on the back it's the giant text that says it's a show about the culture and philosophy of Commander.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
I love a dumb shirt.
Anything else on mind?
No.
That you want to get out to the world?
This has been fun. I look forward to doing more of these now that we like have popped the cherry. You heard me. Yeah, like what you're not seeing behind the scenes is this live stream is actually us testing a bunch of shit out for the first time, like in terms of like the tech that is making this work. We're not in a Discord call. We're using some weird shit that just runs in a web browser.
And this testing is going to unlock, like what we can do is see this back as well, see if there's any issues. Doesn't look like there's been any issues. I
don't think so. No one said anything.
Exactly. And then what we can do is then expand this into us having international guests.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, like the visuals in this stream right now were less than an hour of before we started streaming. Like this will only get better, much like it's the ethos of the show. Like minimum viable product first, and then small iterations to make it better over time.
Increments on increments, and now we're in financial debt for magic addiction.
No, we're not in financial debt. We are in a state of the business is carrying a loss forward.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about business. I was just talking about us.
Okay,
we buy too much magic.
That's very true.
Oh, and it's worth it every time.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you for hanging out, everyone. Thank you for hanging out and doing
Thank
this.
you. Thank you for talking to me.
I will always talk to you. I love you a lot.
I love you too.
Oh, wholesome.
That's it. And now, good night.
I don't know how to end these things.
I say good night, and then I push this button to change the scene so that people can no longer hear us.
Oh, and then now we swear at each other a bunch.
Not yet. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.